Hi, this is Kimberly Inez Mays with Foolishly Creative. At Foolishly Creative, we help coaches, professional speakers, authors, and thought leaders elevate their online presence so that they can attract their ideal client. In this video, I'm going to talk about where it started and how it is now. But before I do that, before I tell my personal story about beginning and where I am now, if you're watching the replay, I want you to go ahead and put hashtag replay in the comments. Now let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to tell you a story about myself, but then I'm going to tie it back into some tangible tips. And the reason why I'm going to tell you a story about myself first is because I want it to be real, what I'm saying. And I want to give you a visual, an actual visual of what my progression looks like. So I made my first business video, I think late in 2016. So that's when I started Foolishly Creative. And when I started Foolishly Creative, you have to kind of understand my personality when I started. I'm a web designer. I'm very technical. I like to be behind the scenes. I like to tinker with things. I like to experiment. I love all of that stuff. But when it comes to the more extroverted activities, such as public speaking or content creation like videos, live videos, yeah, I didn't want to do that so much. So anyway, I knew that videos was something I would have to do. So reluctantly, I made this video. And I'm going to put it up on the screen so that you can see it. So I made this video in late 2016, and I really wanted to introduce my business and talk about it and put a call to action. And I was trying my best to make the best video possible. I blew out my hair. I sat in my favorite chair, and I even used a DSLR recording camera. But the thing that happened was I wanted it to be so perfect that I kept doing take after take after take. And then I just wasn't happy with it. I just felt phony. I felt weird. And then when I saw the video back, I said, okay, it's way too dark. I don't like it, but let me just put it out. So I did put that video out there. I actually cried when I made it. I really cried when I made it. So I put the video out there and it got some good response. And it took me a while to make another video after that, honestly. It was just not a nice experience. But what I realized is that I got to try again. I got to try again because it's something I have to do. So let me get comfortable doing it. And so I made more videos, which were just okay, just all right. And then I made more videos that were pretty good, pretty all right, so. And then I started making a lot of videos. I started going live. I started doing some speaking engagements. Well, I was a panelist first before I was a speaker. And I realized that it's something I really like to do. So I started off was wanting to be behind the scenes, but I just really found that I had a passion for talking and teaching. And I wouldn't have found that passion if I did not push myself to do something that made me uncomfortable. And as I did video after video after video, I realized, okay, well, now I can go ahead and buy myself a green screen, which you see behind me. I have lighting now, I have a microphone, and I'm happy. I'm happy with it because I feel like if I did not get comfortable enough to even put myself out there, I wouldn't have invested and tried and learned what I know now. So I want to say this is what progression in business really looks like. You start off, you have an idea, you do that one thing. But then as you deliver the service, as you put yourself out there, as you market yourself, you may pivot a little bit because you're going to pivot because you may find that you're also good at other things or that your clients need other things from you. And it's a really fascinating journey. It's a really fascinating journey, and I want you to be okay with it. So I'm going to give you 3 tips to continue your progression in business. So number 1 is super, super important. And that is don't compare yourself to someone else. Easily said than done, right? Because I did it. Let's face it, when I'm doing that first video, I'm looking at other people's videos like, why do they look so darn good and I look like crap? Like their videos are way better. They have a fancy intro. I try to make this corporate-esque video after that first video that I did. And it just wasn't me. It wasn't authentic. So I had to find my authentic voice. And you can't do that when you copy other people. And then number two is to be okay with imperfection. So being okay with imperfection means that you just put that stuff out there anyway, and you get better. And you know that you're going to get better. This is probably not going to be my best video. I'm going to make better videos than this, but I'm still going to publish it because that is something I need to do because I have something to say. So if you put some content out there, if you're trying your best and it's not perfect, but it provides value, you're holding it back, you're actually doing a disservice because somebody else can benefit from that content. And here's a tip: no one even knows if you mess up, or if you mess up, or like if your hair is out of place, nobody is really going to know. Nobody's really going to care. You care more about these little things than other people do, but that stops you from sharing and putting yourself out there and growing. So don't do that. So to recap, don't compare yourself to other people. Number two is to be okay with imperfection. And number three is allowing yourself to pivot, allowing yourself to take on new opportunities and new things without feeling guilty or weird about it. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen in some capacity because you're going to grow as an entrepreneur. You're going to discover things about yourself that you didn't even know existed. And it's really a journey. So where I started, I was a website designer. I was I wouldn't say reclusive, but I was very technical. So I was I had precision. That was how I came off. I didn't like to really share or open up. And now I may come off as an extrovert in my videos because I'm super hyped, but in reality, I'm quite the introvert. I'm very introverted. And there's nothing wrong with being introverted, but when you're making videos, when you're putting yourself out there, you really need to give it your all because you need to make a connection using a screen, right? Okay, so like moving on from that tangent, it's really about enjoying the journey and kind of looking back and see, okay, I was there. I used to be there, but now I'm here. So I can't wait to see where I'm going next. So that is my little story and my 3 tips. And I do have a way to help you with content creation. Like I said before, my first video was a terrible experience. And now I can create content with ease because I have a system in place to repurpose content, to create new content that doesn't really stress me out. And I have a content publishing system that I use and I love it. And I want to share that with you in my content creation 5-day challenge. So it's a 5-day challenge that allows you to create content with, number one, less stress. You don't have to stress out. Number two is you get better quality content because I'm going to give you some tips and tricks. And then really number 3 is time saving. Time saving should have been number 1, actually. I should have made that number 1, but I didn't. So you save some time because you create content and then you put it in other forms. I'll show you how to do that. So if you're like, Kim, I'm not artistic either, but you can make some nice looking stuff online. I can show you how to do that. And I have a lot of tools and resources to do that. So again, that is a 5-day challenge. The details are in description in this video. I'm super excited to work with you because I know every one of you is just going to completely rock your business. So I've babbled on enough, but I just want to leave you with that. Again, the link is in the description of this video. If you like this video, if you found this video valuable, please share it with somebody because you don't know how many people really need to be motivated and encouraged. So again, you can watch my first video. It's still on YouTube, but stay encouraged and stay happy. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.